today. Good to see you all. Give Fiona a big high five. Give us a wave. Now, you may be wondering where I am. Can I just say, this is my study that you're in today, and there's lots of books. So that means Fiona has to read a lot because she has to continue to learn new things about ministry, about being a minister, about Jesus and about God. So we're having a wee sneak preview because I've just moved up the stair today, and it's looking really well, isn't it? It's really good. And Adam's fed up because he's had to carry all those books up the stair for me. But anyway, good to see you. And I'm just back my holidays as well, so I've got lots to tell you. But here's the thing, I've got something in my box. I'm going to lift it, and can you hear that? I wonder what that is. Now, here's the thing. When I was on holiday, I saw something fantastic. And there's a clue inside the box. And I wonder what it could be. Now, I'll give you a clue, okay? So, you would be able to see it from a beach. And sailors need to see this when they are in their boats in the ocean, and it has a light. I wonder what it could be. But here's the thing, inside this box, I'm going to show you. Okay, because we need this. It is a torch. Now I need to figure out how to, I think I pressed the button. Oh, can you see that? I've probably just blinded you all with my torch. How bright is that? Yeah, you need a bright torch, don't you? Because the thing that I saw on holiday was a lighthouse. And I've got a picture of it for you. So have a wee look at the picture. It's fantastic, isn't it? And what it does is, it basically lights up at night time, and the light swirls round and round and round, and ships in the ocean can see it, and it means then they know where the rocky ground is and it's dangerous, so they avoid it. Okay, so it's a great torch, isn't it? I'm going to shine you in your eyes again. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to put it out now. But here's the thing. In the Bible, we're always saying about Jesus being the light of the world. And what that means is that Jesus is great, is kind, and he looks after us, and he protects us. He's like a fortress. And we are meant to demonstrate all the good things about Jesus. So we have to be friendly with each other, we have to be nice to each other, we have to say, like, well done, good job. And so that we become the light of Jesus. But sometimes people don't always see the light, and sometimes they feel quite sad and quite lonely, and sometimes we need to then just give them a hug or say, hello, how you doing, good to see you, all these kind of things, and that makes people feel a bit better because you care about them. Boys and girls, I want to show you a short video, and it's about a lighthouse keeper, because the lighthouse keeper is very important, just like you're very important as well. And what happens is that the lighthouse keeper hears a ship's horn coming closer, and he has to warn them to move away because they're going to be injured. But I won't tell you what happens, okay? So I'll let you watch that. Are you ready? Now what you need to do is we're going to pause it for a wee moment, and you go and get your cushions and your rolls and sausage and your rolls and bacon, or whenever you're watching this, and you can sit and watch this video, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back, boys and girls, good to have you. That was a great video, wasn't it? Did you like the lighthouse keeper? Yeah, he was super, wasn't he? How brave he was climbing up those stairs and then then unfortunately he broke the glass and then he was in a bit of a panic, but he went and got some help and the people were there to help him. How great is that? And they all had their lights and their torches. I wonder if you've got a torch. I wonder if you use it at night time when you're supposed to be sleeping and you put your duvet over your head and you pretend and then you just continue to read your book that you're doing. I wonder if you do that. But the grown-ups won't know that you do that anyway, because that's a trick that young people always do. But what I really liked, boys and girls, was the fact that the people in the village helped the lighthouse keeper. And that's what we're called to do, boys and girls. Doesn't matter how old we are or where we come from or who we are. We all have the ability to help each other, and that means that we are listening to what Jesus tells us to do and carrying out the work of Jesus, because Jesus wants us to be kind, he wants us to love each other, and he wants us to help each other. So that's what we do. We become the light of Jesus when we help other people, if we shine it up light. Look at this, look at this. I keep blinding Adam with the lights. I'm going to switch it off now because I want to tell you a story. I want to read it from the Bible. And this time it's from the book of Psalms. And that's in the Old Testament this time, boys and girls. Not the New Testament, but the Old Testament. And it's from Psalm 91. So listen to these words. The psalmist writes, "Those who go to God Most High for safety will be protected by God All-Powerful. I will say to the Lord, you are my place of safety and protection. You are my God and I trust you." Amen. Boys and girls, sailors throughout the world trusts the lighthouses when they see them, because they know then actually they're approaching some danger and the lighthouse warns them to stay away. And Jesus looks after us as well when we're sad, when we're lonely or we're afraid, that Jesus is always there. And we can always talk to Jesus at any time, just like we talk to our parents and our grandparents and the people who love us. If we're feeling sad or something's worrying us, we can always talk to them as well, because they look after us, because they care for us and they love us just like Jesus does. So boys and girls, we're going to say a wee prayer now, so I want you to close your eyes and we're going to talk to God. So let's pray together. Dear God, thank you for the lighthouses that are cover our oceans and protect the sailors and all this shipping as well, to keep them away from the danger. And we thank you that you look after us as well, alongside our families and friends, and that you're always there, that we can turn to you anytime to speak with you, to share our good news, to share our worries. But Lord, just like Jesus was the light of the world, you call us to be the light of the world in our communities, and we do our very best to bring a smile to people's faces, to say, well done, let's be friends and we'll look after each other. So help us to do that, whether it's in the house or outside if we're playing, or even at school. But Lord, we want to thank you for all the teachers when they're being back at school now, and we want to thank our families for caring for us, because we love them too. So Lord, hear our prayers. Amen. Boys and girls, my time's just about over, but it's good to have you all here. I wonder if you could do me a big favour though. I wonder if you could maybe take time during the week to draw me a lighthouse and send a picture to me, so that I can see how great your lighthouses are and how you would decorate them as well, and make sure you've got a big bright light. Or the other thing that you could do is you could find a torch and you could shine it everywhere, not in people's eyes though, because that's not good for you. Or you can hide under the duvet and read a book, or colour in your pictures, or do something. But just remember that you are the light of the world, just like Jesus is. And on that note, I'm going to put my light out and say